I Me Mine by the Beatles, another very cool composition from George Harrison. So I'm just going to take you through the bits and pieces of this. There's a couple of different guitar parts, the rhythm guitar, of course, and the lead licks and intro and stuff that Harrison played. There's also a second guitar on the intro, which is underneath the main guitar, which is what our ears really attach ourselves to. So I'll cover that as well. But the opening lick is played like so. So I've got a power chord at the 5th fret and a power chord. And what I'm doing is I'm hammering into the 5th of that chord. In other words, I'm barring across the E string and the A string at the 5th fret and then hammering up to the 7th fret on the A string. It kind of captures that opening sound that you hear. And then we just start the lick. And that second heavier guitar that I've mentioned happens right as this lead lick that we've just done hits the 10th fret on the B string. Right there. So I'll just explain that one to you, no tab needed in case you want to add that part or you're playing with someone else. I'm sliding from the 7th fret to the 5th fret on the A string, then connecting with the 3rd fret, back to the 5th fret, 3rd fret on the 6th string, and then an open E string, open 6th string, and then just resting on A. So let's get right into the chords on the verse. This is a waltz time song, of course. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the chords are A minor. And then we're placing a C note over that, which is technically a C6 chord, or you can just call it an A minor / C. And we go to a D7. And then the rhythm guitar part is playing G, E, A minor. But of course, there's a lead lick over the top of that. The strumming that I'm using on that is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. But then, of course, there's the riff that crosses over the G and the E chord, which is played with a heavier kind of crunch guitar tone. But that's played with a heavier tone, of course. Okay, let's play that nice and slow with the tab up on the screen, of course. Those double stops right there are sometimes missed, but it's definitely there where you just like a smoke on the water thing or something, right? And you can do that a few different ways. You can slide if you want to, or even like that. But I like to just use my first finger and my ring finger and just... And that goes right back to the A minor chord for the verse once again. So getting back to the verse, of course, we had A minor, C6, D7, G, E, and back to A minor. into the boogie pattern. So I'm going to use tab for these chords just to kind of make it simple. And you might recognize this from I Want You. She's So Heavy from the Abbey Road album. Very, very similar, right? But we're just kind of rumbling through these chords. And I'm playing the D minor like this, as opposed to the traditional way, because I find it easier to just move that finger along the D string. And then connect with the open G string. So in the right hand, I'm getting off of the D string now. Bar at the first fret, then second finger. So we wind up with... and it resolves to the E chord, okay? So that's obviously a pretty cool part. And you can play it by just hitting the chords. Or you can strum it out like we've been doing: down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And then we move into... So that's an ascending part, right? And the next part is a descending part. And this has been used before in many songs. It's very similar to Stairway to Heaven. George used it himself in something, and I think there's even a bit of it in Clapton's Bell Bottom Blues, and who knows how many more songs, right? But basically, it's an A minor chord. If you think of an A minor as being the 5th fret on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings, and then on the D string, you're moving chromatically, descending. So you're just landing on an F major 7th at the end. So you do have to manipulate your fingers a little bit to pull that off, but... and that leads us into the boogie part, the Chuck Berry section, so to speak. Okay, so let's break down that boogie part, right? Bit by bit, piece by piece. The tab will be up on the screen, of course, but I'm just going to play it nice and slow so that you can see it. And then you just head right back to the verse and everything repeats again, okay? And the song ends with the A minor descending pattern, okay? You move through everything exactly as you did before. And it ends on the F major chord, F major 7. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon.